Do you want the best looking CSGO loadout? Well, you've come to the right place.
Meow.
Hey guys, KmanTG here, and today I will be showing you all my best looking CSGO loadout. That meaning I've got every single weapon in the game except for the R8 revolver and got the best looking skins in my opinion for those and put them into a whole loadout. So yeah guys, if there's any skins in here that you disagree with and you think should not be here, comment down below what those are and tell me what you would replace them with. Now this loadout is pretty expensive. For every single gun in here that you see that's in their best condition, it is worth $464. If all of them were stat track or souvenir, that will come up to $2,346. So just really expensive skins, but I reckon it's kind of worth it. I mean, they just look amazing. Okay, so starting off with the USPS, we have the USPS Kill Confirm. Now, really, I don't think anyone can argue against this. This is the best looking USPS in the game, no doubt about it. I mean, the red and just the skull and everything on it just looks really nice and clean. Now onto the P2000, we have the Fire Elemental. I mean, the Fire Elemental, it's used a lot for the P2000, and I mean, it's probably the best looking P2000 as well. I mean, just the way everything works in it, using the opposite colors together, just looks really good. They match each other really well, and that's why I think it's the best P2000 in the game. Now onto the Glock, we have the Wasteland Rebel. I mean, this thing is probably what an actual terrorist would use if they were to have skins in real life. So yeah, I really like how this looks. I mean, it took a long time for Valve to put in a covert Glock into the game, and they finally did that. It just looks really nice, and also with every different kind of wear on it, it does have different sort of hidden messages in it, which is really cool as well. Now onto the jewelries, we have the Duelist. Now these things, they look really nice. I really like how the sort of pattern on it works good with the blue, and in game these things just look spectacular. So yeah, that's why I chose them. And now onto the P250 Asimov. I mean, this thing just looks really good. The Asimov looks good on a lot of skins that are in there. Yeah, I think the P250 is actually the best. You could argue, say, like the All Asimov is the best of the Asimovs, but in my opinion, I think the P250 is. Now onto the 5.7, we have the 5.7 Foul Play. I mean, this thing does look really good. I do wish that it did continue down the rest of the gun with the same pattern. Like that, I still think it looks really nice with the blue and the black and how everything works. Down to the CZ, we have the Tigris. This is the cheapest one in the whole loadout. So this thing is only 86 cents in its best condition. I mean, it looks really nice with the sort of tiger skin and the little fade on the back part of the gun. It just looks really nice. Now to the Tech 9, we have the Tech 9 Avalanche. This thing just looks really sick. I mean, I love how it looks. The blue and the black, it looks really good. I do like these blue-black kind of skins, and yeah, I think it will look really good in anyone's inventory. Now onto the Desert Eagle, we have the Desert Eagle Kamiko Dragon. This thing just looks really nice. The purple handle and the dragon across the top part just looks really good, and it's really high quality details and just stuff like that just makes it one of the best Eagles in the whole game, if not the best. Now onto the Nova, we have the Hyper Beast. I mean, all the Hyper Beast skins looks really good. And a little bit of a spoiler for you all, there is more Hyper Beast skins in this video. So yeah, the Nova Hyper Beast just looks really nice, probably the best Nova. There is one in the workshop which could probably beat this. For now, the Nova Hyper Beast is the best Nova in the game by far. Now onto the XM. There's not really that many good XM skins. The Blue Steel is really nice. The Teklu Burner is also really nice. That's why I chose it. It's probably the best looking one, apart from the Blue Steel or the Bone Machine. I really like both of those as well. But for the sake of this video, I chose Teklu Burner because of this flame and how it works with the green and the orange. Now onto the Sword Off. I've chosen the Kraken. There's not that many good looking Sword Off skins, but the Kraken probably the best one so far. I mean, I really like the octopus on it, and I'm really considering buying this actually, because I do like using the sword off a bit. So, now onto the Mag 7. We have the Mag 7 Bulldozer. This thing is incredibly rare if you can get it in Souvenir Factory New. I don't think any of them exist. If you can get one of these in Souvenir Factory New, this thing, it would just be so expensive. I mean, it's probably insane how rare this thing is. Never been unboxed. If you can unbox one, you're probably gonna be rich. Yeah, I really like how the yellow works with the black and so on. So that's why I chose it. Now onto the M249. Not that many people use it. I've chosen the Nebula Crusader. It's probably the best looking out of all the M249s. There's so much detail in it, so that's why I chose it. Now onto the Negev. We have the Power Loader. This thing is just really clean for a Negev. I mean, compared to the terrain and the Man-O-War, stuff like that, this thing beats by just a country mile, man. This thing looks so nice and so clean, and that's why I chose it. Now onto the Mac 10, we have the Neon Rider. I do have one of these myself. I really like how it looks, and yeah, I mean, you can't argue. Mac 10 Neon Rider is probably the best in the whole game, so that's why I've chosen it. Now onto the MP9, I've chosen the Rose Iron. This thing is probably the best MP9 in the game, just the way everything works on the gun with the rose and the bits of orange or yellow coming out of it. It just looks really nice, and that's why I've chosen it. Now onto the MP7. I've chosen the Nemesis. Now, I did not know about the Nemesis until yesterday, actually. I was playing a comp game and I saw a couple guys using this thing. The guys in the game were assholes. I really hated them, but they had some nice skins. So I chose the Nemesis. Just looks really nice with the guy on there. And seriously, I'm going to buy one of these when I have enough money to. Now for the UMP. If you argue against this, you're either blind or you're fucking retarded. The UMP Primal Saber, guys, just looks insane. You can't argue against that. I really like how the blue in the background of it works with the skull on it. I mean, really, it's just a work of art more than a gun. It's a work of art. It just looks insane. Now onto the Illuminati gun. We have the P90 Trigon. Just triangles everywhere. Yeah, just cue the Illuminati confirmed. Now onto the PP Bison. Again, if you argue against this, you're either blind or you're fucking retarded. The Judgment of Anubis is just really nice looking. It's really cheap as well because a red PP Bison, I mean, dude, not many people use the PP Bison, but this thing just looks insane. So, if you want one of these, $4 is really good for it. Now onto the Galil. I've chosen the Chatterbox. There isn't that many good looking things for the Galil, but I reckon the Chatterbox is the best one. Also, when you shoot it, bullets actually come out of the Chatterbox's mouth, which looks really cool. It looks like he's throwing up bullets, actually. Now onto the FAMAS, we have the Jin. I mean, it's pretty nicely detailed. Again, there's not many really nice looking skins for the FAMAS, but the Jin, I can't even say the fucking name anymore, I'm just done. But it looks really nice, so that's why I chose it. Now onto the M4A1S, I've chosen the Hyper Beast. I really like the Hyper Beast skins, that's why I chose it for the Nova as well. But the Hyper Beast on the M4A1S just looks really clean, really nice and slick, so that's why I chose it. Now onto the M4A4, I've chosen the Desolate Space. This thing is the best looking M4A4 in the whole game, by far. You can't argue against it. This thing just looks insane. In fact, in new condition, with the guy in the center and blue and the purple, looks really, really nice and clean. I mean, you can't argue against it. It is the best one in the whole freaking game. Now onto the AK. I chosen the Fuel Injector. At first, I was going to choose the Frontside Misty. I really do like the Frontside Misty, but after a second look at the AKs, I chose the Fuel Injector. I mean, this thing is so nice and clean with everything on the gun. I mean, I kind of wish the back part wasn't black. I mean, if they continued the yellow onto it, it probably would look a bit nicer, or they continued the same pattern that's on the mag onto the black part. That would look also really nice in my opinion. Now onto the SSG, or the Scout. There's not many nice Scout skins in the game, but the best one is probably the Blood in the Water. A really old skin, but I really like it with the shark and all the blood and stuff in it. Just looks really nice, and yeah, Mick Fanning would absolutely love this, I'm joking. Now onto the SG, I've chosen the Cyrex. Now, I do like the Cyrex skins, but the SG probably suits the best. In the workshop there is a USPS Cyrex which looks really nice, and they should probably add that in. That's probably the best of them, but currently the SG Cyrex looks the best out of all of them. Now to the Org, I've chosen the Bengal Tiger. I really like these tiger skin kind of patterns on the skins. I mean, they look really nice. You could argue, say the Org Akihara, but Accept is better. But really, that thing's disgusting in my opinion. But if you like anime, you probably choose that one over the Bengal Tiger. You could also say the Chameleon's better, but in my opinion, I do like the Bengal Tiger more than the Chameleon. Now onto the Orb. I've chosen the Hyper Beast again because I really like the Hyper Beast, and especially on the Orb, I think it suits it the best. Now, a lot of people will argue against this, I know. A lot of people will say the Dragon Lore is better, or the Medusa's better, or something like that. But in my opinion, guys, I do think the Hyper Beast is the best of the orbs. I mean, the way everything works, the scope on it, I mean, everything looks insane. You can't argue against that. It does look really good. Now to the Scar 20, I've chosen the Cyrex again. I do think the Scar 20 works really good with the Cyrex. I mean, there's not that many good skins on the Scar 20, but the Cyrex is probably the best. You could argue against, say, the Bloodsport is, but I don't really like that. Now onto the final skin of the episode, the G3 SG1 Kronos. I was going to choose the Executioner, but I do kind of like the Kronos a bit more than the Executioner, so that's why I've chosen it. I do like the way everything works, the sort of clogs on it, the blue and the yellow, it just looks really nice. Okay guys, so that was the best looking CSGO loadout in my opinion. If you'd like me to do the worst looking CSGO loadout, I will be doing one of those. So if you'd like to see something like that, make sure you subscribe. And if you'd like to see the best looking CSGO loadout for under $200 or something like that, under a certain price point, comment down below what you'd like the price point to be, and I'll make one like that. Anyways guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
Never let it go. This sounds like the music, the moment you own.